So today I'm sharing a short, simple, but rarely taught Thai forest monastery breathing switch I learned while I was a novice monk at Wat Ba Nanachat in Ubon province, Thailand. It's fast, it's precise, and you can move from foggy to focused in minutes. I will be explaining where it comes from, how to do it, and then get into the nerdy goodness at the end. Hi, I'm Paul Rooney, licensed and board certified acupuncturist and founder of Neurological Acupuncture of New Hampshire, where I combine the convenience of house calls with the gentle effectiveness of more than 28 years of acupuncture experience. Let's get started. This is Ajahn Mun's technique for clearing a sluggish mind. As Ajahn Mun put it, the mind is like fire. If it dies down, you blow on it like an ember. So here's the promise. You'll learn a 2-second nose-only breathing technique. 1 second in, 1 second out. Plus, I'll show you how to use 2 acupressure points that prime relaxed attention. While you can do this while you're moving, today we're going to keep it seated, simple, and repeatable. This is not hype. It's been used by monks for generations. It can offer immediate clarity, but like anything worth doing, practice increases its efficacy. You put in the reps, and the nervous system learns the pattern. The more reps, the faster it kicks in when you need it. Now, before moving on, I know talking about monks and monasteries and obscure techniques, it sounds a bit hokey. I get it. But please, I want you to fact check me. I want you to look up Ajahn Mun, Ajahn Lee, and Ajahn Chah and the Thai forest monastic tradition. That's the lineage of this technique. The real hardcore meditators, not those West Coast influencers who cosplay and can barely sit longer than 20 minutes. So now you know the source, we can leave that noise behind and let's get into the training. Most breathing techniques calm by slowing you down. This one clears your mind, sharpens your attention without breaking your stillness. Think of it as a precision nudge to wake up your attention. Now, here's some light science behind it. Physiologically, brief clipped breaths create a distinct sensory vagal afferent signature that pings the brainstem and the salience network to say, hey, pay attention right now. That helps you shift out of mind wandering and into the brain's task positive network for focused attention. Instead of that classic vagal upregulation, this practice introduces a distinct sensory afferent vagal signal that sharpens cognitive engagement. Now, here's how to do it. You want to sit tall, feet planted or loosely crossed, shoulders dropped, jaw relaxed, eyes soft. We're breathing through the nose only. No forcing and no strain. Through the nose, and the exhale also through your nose with the intent of blowing on embers. Remember, nose only, light effort. Here's the cadence. 1 second in, 1 second out, both through the nose. The out breath has that quality, remember, of blowing on burning embers. It's not forceful. It's just a warm, focused nudge. In 1, out 1. The face relaxed. Let's do this together for a count of 5. Now you let the breath go and go back to breathing naturally. You want to notice, is the mind clear? If it is, just stay with the natural breath. As Ajahn Chah said, don't hold to the technique, use it to train the mind, and when it's time, you let it go. As you practice this, you can experiment this while running, walking, or doing any other kind of activity when you find that your mind is wandering. Now, the 2 acupuncture points to deepen the relaxed attention of flow state. The first is UB2. At the inner end of the eyebrow, where it meets the bridge of the nose, you want to gently press upwards with your fingernail, about 20 to 30 seconds, and give it a light, small, circular motion. And you're going to be breathing naturally while you do this. The second point is called Taiyang, and that's in the soft hollow of the temple. And you're going to be looking around that small area for a tender spot. And when you find it, and the same thing that you did with UB2, you're going to use your fingernail and gently press in a small circular motion for, again, about 20 to 30 seconds. You'll be doing this both points on both sides. And remember, you keep the shoulders soft, jaw relaxed. You're not grinding this out. You're inviting the system towards calm and clarity. Now, here's a little more science behind what's going on. When something unusual happens in the lungs or airways, like a sudden change in breathing, special nerves called the vagal afferents, which are the sensory nerves of the vagus, it carries that signal to a brainstem area called the nucleus of the solitary tract, or the NTS. The NTS acts as a relay center, passing this message on to other parts of the brain involved in alertness and emotional responses, including the parabrachial nucleus, the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and parts of the prefrontal cortex. The whole pathway helps the brain shift into a more alert and focused state, helping you pay attention when something unusual is happening inside your body. Two other brainstem areas, the dorsal motor nucleus of the vagus, or DMV, and the nucleus ambiguus, which usually it helps keep the body calm through parasympathetic response, like slowing heart rate or increasing the heart rate variability. Well, that briefly decrease, in this case, their calming effect. And this allows a temporary increase in arousal and alertness, but it's controlled. And so you don't go into any kind of anxious state, just a state of focused readiness. Meanwhile, your brain's salience network, a system that detects what's important and flags internal change as something new, it helps switch control over to the task positive network, or TPN, which includes brain areas like the dorsal lateral prefrontal cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex, and the inferior parietal lobule. All of those help with concentration, memory, and goal-directed thinking. So that's the super heavy neuroscience behind why Thai forest monks use this short, skillful technique to awaken mindfulness and then return to a smooth, steady, more natural breathing. As Ajahn Pasano taught me once, when you're foggy, short breaths, they clear the mind. You can add the acupressure points, UB2 and Taiyang, before, during, or after, whichever creates the best results for you. Remember though, this technique is a brief activation tool. It's not a lifestyle. Also, if you have a psychiatric disorder, pulmonary disease, cardiac instability, or a seizure disorder, please talk with your clinician first. Also, if you feel dizzy or anxious, stop immediately and go back to breathing normally. This technique may just not be for you. So remember, keep the reps short, stay seated, stay curious, use it, and then let go.